Hi there, my name is Rachel Stern. I'm the founder and managing partner of GovTech Ventures, and we're back for our weekly video series around GovTech go-to-market. And today I wanted to cover some questions I think every GovTech founder should ask prospective investors. When you're raising money as a GovTech founder, it's easy to forget that fundraising is actually a two-sided process. You're not just trying to get an investor to pick you, you're also trying to figure out whether you should pick them. And in GovTech, choosing the wrong investor can really slow you down, frankly, more than choosing no investor at all. So let's talk about some questions I think founders should be asking investors, but rarely do. First, you want to understand whether the investor has ever done GovTech before. Not just in theory, but in practice. GovTech isn't just another vertical SaaS. It has its own timelines, its own procurement realities, its own set of political and operational constraints. An investor who hasn't lived in that world will often misread your traction, maybe misinterpret your pipeline, or push you to grow in ways that don't align with how governments actually buy. If they can't articulate why they believe GovTech can produce venture returns, that's your first signal that they might not be the right fit. Next, get clarity on whether GovTech is actually inside their investment mandate. If you're an exception, you risk slower decision cycles, a shaky internal champion, and less appetite for future checks. You want to know if you're part of their core thesis or just a one-off experiment, or maybe just the top of funnel opportunity for the analysts who need to feed their whole CRM. Another important question, where are they in their fund life cycle? A fund early in deployment is generally more flexible and more motivated to lead. A fund in the middle is more selective and wants cleaner signals, and a fund at the end of their investment cycle may only have reserves left, which means they probably can't support you in a meaningful way. Matching your needs with their remaining runway matters more than I think founders realize. You should also understand their philosophy on follow-on investing. Reserves matter in GovTech. Implementation cycles can be long, scaling across states can take time, and the real curve often hits after the procurement infrastructure is in place. Ask how they think about supporting companies in later rounds. Ask how much capital they actually hold back for follow-ons. We support our winners is not a policy. Make sure that you can describe a real framework. Then, explore how they evaluate public sector traction. This is where inexperienced investors tend to struggle. They may assume pilots equal product market fit, or think large pipelines translate directly into near-term revenue. A good GovTech investor should understand budget cycles, procurement vehicles, staffing constraints, why multi-year ARR is a strength, not a drawback. If they haircut your pipeline in a thoughtful way, that's actually a good sign. It means they've seen the movie before. You also want to understand what success looks like in their eyes. Are they viewing you as an impact investment, a slow but steady vertical SaaS play, a fast-growing category with real exit potential? Their mental model of GovTech will shape the advice they give you, the pressure they put on you, and the expectations they set. So make sure their definition of success aligns with the company that you're trying to build. Finally, ask about pace. Every fund has an internal rhythm for how quickly they expect companies to grow. If an investor is pushing for B2B SaaS velocity, rapid experimentation, fast sales cycles, monthly growth targets, but your buyers are tied to annual budgets and legislative calendars, you're setting everyone up for friction. You want someone who understands the slow, fast nature of GovTech. Slow to start, fast to scale once the infrastructure is in place. Fundraising isn't just selling, it's selecting. The right investor amplifies your moment, understands your timeline, helps you scale inside the complex public sector ecosystems, and the wrong investor adds pressure, misreads your progress, and pushes you towards a path that doesn't fit the market you serve. As a GovTech founder, you should feel as confident asking these questions as investors feel asking theirs, because the partnership only works if both sides are aligned on the model, on the mandate, on the world you're trying to build inside government. We'll talk to you more next week.